Before we actually cut the ribbon and dedicate, there's several people before we do this that I want to introduce that have come here to be part of this wonderful celebration. First is chair of the board. It's called the Post-Secondary Education Board, but it is the board that oversees all of higher education in public higher education in Rhode Island. And the chair of our board is here. He also toured our campus most recently. Great friend of education and a great leader for the board. We're very proud of him, Mr. Bill Folks. Someone that many of you may know served as a senator for many years in our state senate, a member of our board, Senator Izzo. And our Commissioner of Higher Education for the state is also with us today, Mr. Jim Purcell. Jim, thank you for being here. Our student representative, come on in. You know what? Because you're a student at Rhode Island College, I'm going to let him introduce himself and say hello to you, just because he is a student, and this is a student-oriented thing. So,
hello, everybody. I didn't know I was going to be put on the spot. My name is John Rainone.
I wanted to see if you were any good at that.
I go to Rick. I'm a junior, and I'm an accounting major there. And I've been blessed with being on the board, and it's been an interesting time for sure.
And John represents students, all students of all three institutions on the board, so you know that. And that rotates, so eventually CCRI will have a representative on the board probably 2, 3, 4 years from now as it goes around. But thank you for being here as well.
Thank you.
Any other board members? So, chair of the board, honestly, say hello to everybody, and I think that's nice. And he did visit our campus most recently. He had a private tour of the facility, and we are truly blessed to have a good leader who understands education as a big part of it.
Well, thank you. I mean, I had a tour of this facility last week, and it's gorgeous. I mean, I'm so happy for everyone working in there. I want to see everyone doing their stuff. My other job is I'm on the faculty of the Rhode Island School of Design, where I teach entrepreneurship and business, and have started my classes in the last week. And today I gave a lecture. It's a funny place to teach business and entrepreneurship, but my lecture today, my introductory lecture, is all about how I think designers and artists are the best natural business people that there are, and the best natural entrepreneurs. They're gifted with talents to express themselves, and they're gifted with an understanding of what people want and how to do it. So I think this is a terrific space in which to exercise those great talents. So congratulations on the space. And thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. So let me clearly indicate several of our chairs who really had a great role in this. Natalie, and there you are. Natalie, come on over. Natalie began this renovation project. I always remember standing in the middle of this room with all that noise. And we couldn't hear each other talk and thinking what horrible space this was. And Natalie brought a whole bunch of us in here and convinced us that this had to happen. It only took how many years?
6.
6. That's not bad. So 6 years later, but was a strong advocate to have this happen. And Natalie, thank you, as they say, for getting it going. It was easy to support it because it's strong. So Mark was at, come on up here, Mark. Mark, no, actually went all 3 chairs, but Mark was chair for most of the renovation, and we worked together very closely through this, his ideas, his representation, I mean through all of it, responsible literally for the architect, clearly articulating the needs of the individual studios and coordinating all of that. So Natalie started it, Mark took it over, and Yvonne Leonard, our newest chair. So Mark, and come on up here for a second, because I need to have everybody congratulate you for doing great work. Thank you. It truly was a pleasure to work with both chairs during the course of this. And Yvonne has most recently become the chair, and she has been truly involved with the renovation from the beginning because she was the faculty member that was kind of assigned to do this. So she takes over as chair, and as you look through all of this, working with physical plant to make this a reality and get it open in time for school. And then there's one more. Yvonne, you want to say anything before I move on and say a couple more things before we cut the ribbon?
I wanted to say something about the students who
Please.
are cutting the ribbon.
Okay.
Well, when you said you were going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony, we were thinking of the 3 chairs we would all join you in cutting, and I thought it would be nicer to have 3 students cut it, and they just jumped into my mind immediately And one of them was Jennifer, because Jennifer came through by herself and said, "Oh my God, I'm going to burst into tears." And she said, "This is going to be my home now." So I thought, not even thinking that I have her in class this semester. And then Catrice I had in class for a couple of semesters. And Catrice I first met in my drawing class when we have a lot of good students from all over in the class. And I think at one point Catrice told everybody that if they just stopped whining and shut up and pay attention, that they would learn something. So I thought Catrice is going to make a great professor one of these days. You know. And then Kwang Sai here behind Catrice was one of my very first students here in 2004. I had him in color and 2D design. And when we were putting together student work for the NASAT accreditation, I used his work and I wondered, what's he doing these days? And I looked him up and found out that he's in graduate school at UMass Dartmouth and about to graduate with an MFA in jewelry and metals.
Excellent.
And all three chairs, both Natalie, Mark, and Yvonne, have told me there's always a person behind the scenes who makes sure that every detail was not missed.
Come on, Les.
And who really runs the program.
All right, so Yvonne, I'm going to let you, because, I mean, you know her best. But Leslie, truly, and where's Ken McCabe? He knows her real well. In terms of every detail of having this place turn out the way it was. And I mean paying attention to details, because we all heard, you know, this is wrong, that's wrong, fix it, get it done, we're opening school. But she is a taskmaster that obviously, but Yvonne and all of you guys, please say anything you want about your colleague who you know did so much to make this happen.
I would just say that I think none of us could have functioned without Leslie. I think the whole thing worked as well as it did with Leslie, and with Leslie calling up and telling people to drop everything and get up here and get it fixed. So she's truly invaluable to the program.
Natalie?
Les goes far beyond the hours of the workday, and we all love her like, you know, a dear friend, and she's elemental to what we do, and especially this project. She's great.
Mark?
Yeah. Leslie is the hub of this program right now. She's centralizes everything for us. And so that kind of makes her the best person to be in charge, which I think she is.
So Leslie, on behalf of everybody, thank you. As we formally get ready to cut this ribbon and dedicate it to, you know, as we often do, if you think about it, 66,000 alum have gone through the halls of this college. And you think about all of the wonderful things the art department will do now that they have this incredible studio to do it from. I mean, the creative juices will flow, as they say. You know, it doesn't get much better than to have that happen in an art studio where all of your talents can shine. The faculty here are amazing. So in order to cut this ribbon, I have to ask all the faculty to come closer. And I know Nancy, you're right behind me. Stay close. Yeah. We want the faculty all around us because you're the ones that make a difference in the lives of our students. And then it's got our students right in front.
Sean.
So faculty members, come on, get over here.
Mr. President, you're being so hiding.
Sean, as you know, Sean is the president of the Faculty Association, so where's our faculty? Yeah. Thank you. Come on, faculty.
Someone this room on this side.
Come on in here.
How we get behind her? I'm just holding the scissors. I'm like, oh my God.
You're the hero. Not stabbing anyone.
As we get ready to do this, and I honestly say this as, you know, as you look at all the things, and this building is so old and so few things have been done to it, this is the beginning of a $25 million renovation project that's going to happen here in this building, from biology studios to chemistry labs, art studios, the library's already been done. This will actually be the beginning of the future of our college. So when people say, think about this very carefully, people say, what are the next 50 years going to be like? This is the next 50 years. This is the beginning of cutting a ribbon. This is symbolic, not just for the studio today, but it's symbolic for what the next 50 years are going to be looking like. New president's coming soon, we hope, right, Bill? Soon. Soon, as they begin a search. and lots of great things for the future of this institution. It is an amazing day, so I want you to think carefully, students, as you cut this ribbon, faculty, as you begin to welcome students to this, staff and students, what this means today, because it goes well beyond just dedicating an art studio. Think about it carefully, well beyond an art studio. It is really the beginning of the change of the next 50 years for CCRI. So as we do this, let's get ready to do it on 3. Ready? Where's my students? You gotta hold all this together.
Should we all touch it?
Yes.
On 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah.